Now that we've discussed some of the equations and formulas, I want to go through how to convert a polar coordinate into rectangular coordinates. Now, since we're trying to convert to rectangular coordinates, these are the two formulas we'll use. We want to find our x, we want to find our y, so we're going to use the equation r cosine of theta to find our x and r sine of theta to find our y. Now, in polar coordinates, remember, the first letter represents your radius, or r, and the second value represents theta, or our angle. So, in order to find our x value of our x coordinate, we need to go ahead and use this formula, r cosine of theta. So I'm going to go ahead and say -3 cosine of 2 pi thirds. So at this point, this is where you would use your knowledge of the unit circle. So if I pull out my unit circle, I would need to find 2 pi thirds on my unit circle, or an angle coterminal to 2 pi thirds. So here's 2 pi thirds. And cosine, remember, is our x value. So it's -1/2. So this is going to be the same thing as -3 times -1/2, which is +3/2. Okay, so we have our x value. Now we're going to do the same thing to find our y value, except we're going to use sine of theta. So it'll be r sine of theta. So that's -3 sine of 2 pi thirds. Once again, we go to the same coordinate right here, but this time we're going to find our y value, which is square root of 3 over 2. And due to room, I'm going to put this down here. So this is going to be the same thing as -3 multiplied by square root of 3 over 2, which is just simply -3 square root of 3 over 2. So we have our x value, we have our y value, so we write it as a coordinate as 3 over 2, comma, -3 square root of 3 over 2. And there are the rectangular coordinates. Now let's go ahead and do another one of those, just to make sure we have it down. So once again, we're converting to rectangular coordinates. So this is r, this is theta. And once again, I'm going to convert them to our x and y value. So our x value, remember, is r cosine of theta. So in this case, 2 cosine of 7 pi over 4. Once again, you need to find 7 pi fourths on the unit circle, or find something coterminal to 7 pi fourths. We do have 7 pi fourths right here on the unit circle. It's in the fourth quadrant. Cosine is the x value, so it's square root of 2 over 2. So this will be 2 multiplied by square root of 2 over 2, or just plain old square root of 2. So then we find our y value, like we did last time. So y, remember, is the radius times sine of theta. So in this case, 2 times sine of 7 pi fourths. Same quadrant and everything, same coordinate. We just use the y value this time since it's sine. So we'll do 2 times negative square root of 2 over 2, which is simply negative square root of 2. So we have our x, we have our y, and we write our final answer as the x value first and then the y value last. And there are the rectangular coordinates for this polar coordinate.